Welcome, everybody, to the Live Louder podcast. I'm Scott.
And I'm Melodie.
And we're here for you. We are seriously unserious about every topic out there, but what we like to talk about most is being happy.
Yes, of course. Of course. And we're celebrating something super special this weekend, aren't we, Scott?
That is right. It is Happy Mother's Day weekend.
Yay.
I'm going to apologize, first of all, for all the men out there. And here's why. Because when I put it on the ad, I said our Mother's Day show.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I probably convinced half of America's men that Mother's Day was today. It's not.
Are they confused? They're scurrying out, trying to run.
They generally don't remember until the actual day itself. But I gave them this nice thing, and they're running around, and they're thinking probably today's the day. It's actually tomorrow.
Yes.
But this is Mother's Day weekend, so we are celebrating today because moms deserve it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And you know what? And it's not just moms. Women deserve it because we are the home. We are the ones that really are the safe space for people to come to, right? So a mom doesn't necessarily have to be a mother. Technically, she can be a person that holds space and feels like home for you.
Yes, absolutely. Listen, all the great, adopted moms, the stepmoms out there,
aunties,
the mothers, the aunts, the grandmoms who step up. All you married women who got to take care of your baby husbands.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But hey, you know what? In a relationship, it's kind of creepy to say, my husband is like my dad, but the wife like the mom seems a little less, it seems a little more obvious that that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Because we're babies. I know it.
Stop.
I know it.
Well, I have to tell you, I have to pinch myself because I got to live out my dream. My dream as a kid, honestly, was to be a mother.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but in terms of profession, I wanted to be an astronaut, an archaeologist, an actress. But I had always wanted to be a mom. I was that kid that loved to babysit. I loved to help kids tie their shoes, help them grow, teach them, speak to them in a language that wasn't like baby talk, and really teach them life experience and life lessons. And I still get to do that through my my nephew's kids. He has 3 kids under the age of 4. And it's all of us, a team of us, my mother, my parents, they're in their 80s. My sister, the grandparents are helping raise these children. And you need a village to raise children, right?
Yes.
And these are 3 kids under the age of 4. So that's a lot. But I get to live vicariously and get to feel that feeling of motherhood again because I am so involved in their lives and helping shape them. And I really enjoy it. Keeps me young.
That is so cool.
It is cool.
But, your kids, no matter how old they are, you always still see them kind of as the child.
Yes. So what age do you have in your mind, like a snapshot of how old your kid is? Because in my mind, my kids are like around 16, 17.
Well, the funny thing is I see them all in different stages. I see my oldest, Hillary, as going off to college. That's what I see.
That's the one that has coffee shops.
No, that's the one who's married to Adam. Has got 2 wonderful kids, my grandchildren.
Oh, congratulations.
Jake and Hazel, and
grandkids.
They're up there in Connecticut and living the dream.
Where in Connecticut?
I don't want to say it on the air.
Okay, sorry about that. But I'm from Connecticut.
There could be, it's.
I'm from Connecticut.
Starts with bridge and ends with port.
Yes.
How's that?
I
got it. Is that cryptic enough? No,
got it.
They don't have any enemies. So it's all cool in the gang.
Yeah.
But I see her like that. I see my son when he was in getting into high school, that age. And then I see my youngest. I still see as like 7.
Really?
Yes.
It's hard to get that out of your mind, isn't it? That's such a beautiful age.
And it's like one of my favorite pictures of her and I dressed for Halloween. And
you love Halloween, don't you?
Yeah. Halloween's my favorite. Let's get some, oh, wow, there's something from Melodie here.
And I spelled it wrong. I'm so sorry, Mom. Anane, my beautiful mom.
Yes, I love you, Mom. My mom, Anane. Now, what is that?
That's Turkish. That is Turkish. Ane is Turkish. And then grandmother is Anane.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Christina says, Happy Mother's Day to you, Melody.
Yes. Hi.
To you.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day. I think I know who that is.
It's okay. I don't need any recognition here.
And Nellie.
And of course, Nellie, Happy Mother's Day.
Nellie.
Melody.
Happy Mother's Day.
And Sandy Mom is on. Good
Hi,
morning,
Sandy.
kids. See?
Good
kids.
morning to all the lovely ladies that are watching. Linda, are you on? She was going to try to watch. Bobby.
I got to tell you, well, let's really quick, because we've got some videos to share with some submissions that I think is going to surprise some people. But before I do, I'm going to do mine. Of course, my mom, I call her Sandy Mom when she's watching and she chimes in. And I love you so much. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for everything. Most importantly, I learned a lot from a lot of people in my life, but the one who taught me to lead by my heart and listen to my own heart was my mom. So I appreciate that. My stepmom, who's always been there, for 45 years or something, just really always been there and put up with us. And we were crazy kids and we would go over and visit and tear things up. And she always stepped up, was always there for us. And she has one of those laughs that you just love to hear. You know what I mean?
Infectious.
It's just infectious laughs. So I also want to, Therese, my podcast partner in crime for our crime podcast, which we will be restarting soon, I promise you. Happy Mother's Day. She has 3 beautiful daughters, all thriving and doing wonderful and just living the dream. And it's because of what Therese taught them. I want to thank Happy Mother's Day to Karen, my business partner.
Yes.
I've known her for 42 years. I've known her kid and now her grandkids and now a great grandchild. So good job, Karen. A couple others, Lynn Serrano, of course, Janelle, our friend, Melody, you, Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much, Scott.
And that's, and everyone else out there. If I had to do the list, we would be here all day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. How about you?
So I have to pay homage to, there's so many people that I have to really say that inspired my life and that I just want to thank and I want to recognize. For example, my grandmother's on my mother's side, she's Turkish, she's known as a nane, and she was really a trailblazer for her time and was, this is long before Turkey was westernized and modernized, and she was real trailblazer. She was a fashionista. She was educated. She was married to a younger man. She had, children. She had my mom, my beautiful aunt, Gilera Teze. And I also have 2 cousins, female cousins that are just so dynamic, smart, and beautiful, Nihal and Nigar. And they are really lighting up the world over there and just they're high-level executives. And they just are, thriving in every facet of their life. And then I have so many dear friends that I just want to honor. Karen's one of them. Janelle, Diana, of course, Linda, my mother, my sister, who just is amazing, my beautiful baby sister, who became my big sister when I needed her the most. She's a grandma now, and to those three beautiful children, and still just, is there for me and for the people that she loves to serve. She's a social worker, and she is like an amazing unsung hero. She recently got a beautiful award at the courthouse for all the work she does for Women's History Month. So I'm so proud of you, Wendy. Wow. And then my mom really was a pioneer herself. She met my dad when they were, now correct me if I'm wrong, Mom and Dad, but she was 16 and my dad was 17. He was in the Air Force at 17, Air Force Intelligence. He was stationed in Turkey in a small town that's called Bodrum. And now it's very modern and hip and it's a tourist attraction. But He was 17, met her, learned Turkish, and here we are. They're still together, and thank God they're still alive. And she is just the soul of the family. My father's a heartbeat. And together they just built and created this beautiful life for all of us. And my mother has been there for everybody. even when, I thought I hit rock bottom, I found a basement, and it was difficult. And she was there, but she was really very, very strong. That's like the Turk in her, just really, stand up straight, get it done, just start. And she actually opened up 3 fine art galleries in South Florida. They were very successful. She still has an art business with my dad. And and they fully paid for all 4 boys, my 2 boys and my 2 nephews. They paid for their college education. Wow. Okay. Wow. And, and that was a stretch for them, but they felt that education was so important. And my mother, she is like very much on the educational path. So they really supported that. And so all 4 boy geniuses in my book, they did great. My mom and dad did great. And together, we're living, a very nice life now with seeing all of them be very successful. So a mom, this is mom's dream, right? Is to see that your kids are on the right path and doing the right thing and feeling good about the life that they're leading.
Wow. I want to wish Happy Mother's Day to Angie as well.
Oh, thank you.
Your mom. And I want to thank you. I want to wish you Happy Mother's Day. And I really want to thank you for raising this beautiful human being who's next to me, who has already changed parts of my life and inspired me in ways that few others ever have. So I appreciate you. And I thank your mom for building such a beautiful person. In spite of your efforts not to be that, you became it. You became, just like me, we both were given these loving moms with these great hearts and this great drive to see us. And we both turned away from it for a while, just, but we came back.
Yes.
But we had something to look at to say there's light at the end of the tunnel. Mm-hmm. I just got to get there.
Was your mom the kind of person that was like, just, you got to do this, and this is what you need to do? Or was she more like, I'm going to let you, hug it out, let you cry?
That was it. Direct when she needed to be, mm-hmm. but also just so tolerant of mm-hmm. my situation. And when I was at some of my worst drinking times, when I was drinking very alcoholically and being not the right kind of person that I really wanted to be, I was not being an authentic self. I was being this shell, this evil shell. And I would every once in a while try to call her to convince her that I'm okay, but I'd do that when I was extremely drunk. Yeah. And I thought I was okay.
Yeah.
And apparently she would listen to an hour of my gibberish and, calling her, most of the time during the day, but sometimes like 2 a.m, just to, hey, yeah, I'm doing great. And she never shut me down. So I always mm-hmm. knew, even when I was like turning away from her and my father and all these other people in my life, mm-hmm. I always knew she was there.
Yeah.
And when I finally came around, it was support and it was love and it was perfect. So,
that's
Mom,
awesome.
Thank you so much. Let me do a quick video real quick, because we've got surprise videos.
Oh, okay.
So
I like surprises.
Let's start with
the good kind.
Let's start with this one.
Hey, I'm Mel. Just wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day today. I'm glad there's finally a day you're getting some recognition for everything you've done. I just wanted to say thank you for all you've done for me and for my brother, and just for all of us growing up. You always made sure to take us to new places, take us to get new food. We went to museums, theme parks, anywhere that was interesting. You made sure to take us there so we got to enjoy it. So I just wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day and to tell you I love you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Oh my God. It was so fun raising those boys. It was so much fun. And and what's so funny is like, I would pick them up and I'd be like, hey, I'm going to come pick you up. And they get in the car. I have nowhere to go. Like, I'm going to run some errands. I was like, it's going to be fun. We just made it fun. It didn't matter. I mean,
yeah.
But I always hijacked them and would kidnap them and take them places. And
you talk so fondly about everybody, your kids and then your nephews.
Oh,
and I mean,
I love the energy of the boy energy. And, Timothy, my nephew, and my son Mason are the same age. Mason just turned 23 on May the 4th. God bless his heart. He's so sweet. And then Gabriel, he's 28, and he's now the one with 3 children. He's now an advanced placement high school teacher, AP high school teacher, and he teaches like advanced placement history. He's super smart. They're all super smart.
Thank you for doing that. That's being a teacher is one of the highest callings you could have.
Yeah.
So thank you for doing that.
They're all chasing their dreams. They're going after different things. Oh, and I have to give a shout out to my son, Mason. He was just offered a paid position to get his PhD in optical engineering at the University of North Carolina, Scott.
That's crazy.
It's insane. I mean, they're all geniuses, but he's next level genius. He's an anomaly. He has just extraordinary intelligence, and it's so crazy that I raised him because the level of his intelligence, and I mean, I am biased, but you don't get to meet people of this level of intelligence in your lifetime, let alone somebody that's very connected and grounded and in tune with their social, emotional,
right, yeah.
Has that beautiful tandem of the balance of both. And he really does. Like, he has a very beautiful way of looking at things, and he's so passionate about what he's going to be studying. He's going to be so in his element and with a level of people that are thinking at such a higher level. I can't even begin to fathom what that's like. Wow. It's got to be cool. It's got to be really cool. So I get excited just listening to him talk about stuff I don't understand. Integers.
Yeah, I know. You said optical engineer. I'm thinking, I'm glad he's doing that because I want my train engineers to be able to see. Yeah. So he needs to work on their eyes so they can see where they're going when they're trains. Mm-hmm. No, that's not what optical engineering is. I don't know what it is, but congratulations. That's fantastic.
That's super.
And so many people don't
pursue,
they
go after.
Yeah, they don't go after the things that they love, and they don't.
It's hard.
They don't stay with it, and it's easier sometimes to give up for money or give up for comfort or security. It's hard to chase the dream, and I appreciate it when people do.
Yeah.
Christina said, "Love that kid."
Hey,
Mom says, "My Tim." Nellie's giving us smiles. Oh my God, congrats. Nellie is sharing. Congratulations. Thanks for the beautiful Mother's Day you're getting from your mom. So
love you, Mom.
Very public way to do the Mother's Day. So
yeah, this is your gift, Mom.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms that are watching right now, or just ladies in any capacity that has lit up somebody's life and been that sense of support and love and just home for somebody. At one point or another in your life, you've been home for somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm going to play another video. This one is going out to my mom.
Oh.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I enjoyed our visit last week, and we'll try to come up again soon. I also want to wish a happy Mother's Day to Sana, my darling wife, and to Dolores, my stepmother, and I wish to also do that to Karen. I wish to wish her a happy Mother's Day.
That's my brother, my older brother.
Wow,
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that was my
That's
older brother.
Awesome.
Going out to my mom. We got other videos. We're going to get to those in just a few moments. Yeah, so let me turn this off because this is not helping me at all. It's distracting me. I thought I can monitor something while I do this.
You can't multitask?
No. I can multitask.
You were DJing too late last night, weren't you?
I was.
Was it fun?
I had to DJ last. I had a blast.
So where was this one?
But it was in my neighborhood. It's my neighborhood gig, and I do it out at the pool or by our clubhouse, and we have a community pool, and everybody comes out and they swim and they play. I got a parking ticket though.
What?
I got a parking ticket.
Do we have anybody on here that can do anything about that?
No. It's from my neighborhood.
What?
From the administrative office.
That's
who
so
I'm
cool.
DJing for.
Uh-huh.
And I have the spot I park in all the time so I can bring my equipment in. And apparently you got somebody who doesn't know that, hey, I'm the DJ. And on that night, That's where I park. But we'll take care of that. Anyway.
Scott, you've been traveling a lot, haven't you?
So mom says, Sandy mom says, that was amazing. Thank you. You're welcome. I have been traveling a lot.
I feel like you're just like constantly gone. And I don't even, then I go back and I look on your social media. I'm like, man, he's been nonstop.
Yeah.
I forget you produce all these other things and you got multiple trainings going on. And
I go out and I train or teach. We go out and we help Florida Association of Recovery Residences because Karen's on the board, and I do a lot of their work for audio, video engineering, different things. And we had a gig in Venice, Florida.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Oh my God, Venice!
I saw the
beautiful.
Pictures. Really, I've never been. What was it? So what were you guys doing there?
It was for the FAR event, so they can explain to sober livings that they need to be FAR approved. FAR is a Florida Association of Recovery Residences. It's a part of the National Association of Recovery Residences. And they go out there and all these people open these sober livings in these halfway houses, but they don't know that there's a lot of rules you got to follow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of regulations.
There's things that are CARF accredited and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of, but the FAR accreditation is now mandatory if you're going to take referrals from treatment centers.
Oh. I learned something new.
The treatment center can get in trouble for referring to a non-FAR accredited house.
Really?
And it's because we need standards. A lot of people, I don't want to turn this into a show about my business, but a lot of people open things with the best intentions.
Yes, I know.
But don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that's why becoming a member of FAR can give you the guidelines, can make sure they teach you the good neighbor policies on how to be better in the community. It's all important.
You know, and I'll say one last thing and then we'll
move on. We promise.
That's why we're seeing such an influx of these people coming out and starting up these, companies, and they're just making so much money and then they get shut down. Yeah.
Get rich quick is exactly what it is. It's quick to get rich and it's quick to lose it all. Nothing substitutes hard work and consistency. Consistency is the key.
It is with every business,
with your life.
Yes, I am the project. I am my project.
Consistently, something as simple as going to bed the same time every night and getting up the same time every morning. Consistency is important.
How's that working for you, Scott?
It sucks. I'm working on it. I said she's inspiring me. You sent me the most beautiful meditation the other day, and I did listen to it. Actually, three times in a row. Yeah. And yes, it actually relaxed me immensely. I was relaxed. I was flattered. I was impressed. It was beautiful what you sent me.
Well, thank you.
And if you want to know more about her meditations, what she does, how she can help you change mindset and do all of that, you have to go to her YouTube channel.
Melodie's Mindcast. But more importantly, it's like a personalized, customized mindset practice session just tailored for you, Scott. I blended a little neuroscience in there. I explained that in the very beginning so that, for the professional, the entrepreneur, the one that wants to go after other things, whether they're working on their body or their business, they're able to understand and grasp a little neuroscience. And then you kind of weave and blend in the little manifestations. And then I set up the affirmations that are geared specifically to whatever goals that you and I have identified, which I already know, right? Because through conversations that we've had before, I know that what you want to do is to be very successful entrepreneur, which you already are, but you want to take it to a next level. So you have to brainwash yourself. Nobody's going to do it for you. You can't pay somebody else to brainwash yourself.
I know. And that is something that is very important to me.
And you don't have to spend thousands of dollars, Scott.
Now it's important to me. Before it was, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I know.
Well, that
I had that when I was a young mom.
I'll sleep when I'm dead, and happiness is overrated, and all of the other stuff. And I used to push myself, and I build resentments along the way because, and all I had to do was just take a step back and take care of myself. I actually stopped. I was doing some teaching during the week and stuff. I've stopped doing that because I'm creating too much stress. So now I'm cutting down on the time on my entrepreneurial work. because I'm off doing this teaching thing, and it's not really feeding the business I want to feed.
Right.
And it was too much on me. I was feeling
But do you
the
feel
stress
like
level.
that you missed the teaching aspect? Because I have a girlfriend that's in the same boat.
I love
She
doing
loves it. She can't
and I
give it
will
up.
return to
She
it
can't.
periodically.
Yeah.
I will return to it, but I may have to make some adjustments in how I do it.
Yeah.
And
well, you know what she's done though?
What?
She's transitioning that love for teaching to, and I'm helping her get there. We actually got some speaking gigs lined up for her. She wants to transition that really into her newest, evolve that into speaking. And she's great at it because she's been working so much with community intervention training, doing the trainings with them, and just, oh my gosh, she's helped so many people. It's unbelievable. And she's fascinating. I got to share her social media page with
Absolutely.
you. Diana Guzman. She's unbelievable.
And you know what? And I can get the same thing by if I go in and if I teach people with the mental health issues, any addiction issues, if I teach them directly, I can affect a life directly. But if I train others to do what I do, then we can create a huge network of people.
Yes.
More boots on the ground, more work getting done. And that's what I'm thinking about now is like, maybe if I train 40 people in a room, and you know what happens in trainings and stuff, you train 40 people, 5 of them put it to practice. I mean, that's really just the numbers.
Yeah.
Other people will forget the training within a few months. It just happens.
Yes.
But if I go out and I train people and then 5 of them go out and use that training to help other people or to do things, I'm still a part of the process of helping individuals, but I'm spreading it out.
The return on investment is incredible.
Yes, absolutely.
And I just wanted to say, folks, if you're not aware, Scott's a phenomenal trainer. I've seen him train in person, and he is an amazing, he's just unbelievable. It's so fun to be with a seasoned professional in this business and really have somebody that has your back and believes in the things that you want to go after in your life. And that's what I've found in Scott. But above and beyond that, like, his training is really cool. I want to learn so much about NLP. Remember you were telling me?
Yeah, absolutely.
How will that help me? Like, tell people how that will help them, because I am studying this like crazy. I'm binge watching on YouTube all about NLP. Tell people what it is.
Dr. Damon Cart on YouTube is going to be, he's a wealth of knowledge in NLP, and he uses foul language like I do. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
But what is NLP?
Neuro-linguistic programming. It's basically understanding and utilizing communication in a way to make better connections, to influence people, even to manipulate certain situations. Now, don't get upset. Manipulation gets a bad rap because everybody thinks about evil manipulation. I'm talking about convincing others
with positive intention.
Taking somebody who is struggling with an issue that will not accept any help and getting them to accept the help.
Yes.
And it's amazing what you can do. A move of an eyebrow, the tone in your voice, the word that you use. If somebody
intonations.
If somebody asks you, did you hear what I said? And you say, I see what you're saying. You actually have a disconnect.
Yes.
If somebody says, do you hear what I said? You want to say, I hear you. There's a disconnect there. It's all about, all of that is part of neurolinguistic, and plus just how you see certain things and how you talk to yourself.
Yes.
Melody, that's the biggest one, is if you could change the language in your own head, you could change your circumstances so easily.
So, you know what I found so fascinating about NLP that just took me down the deep rabbit hole was there was a street magician in Las Vegas, and he was using those techniques to get people were wondering, how is he able to penetrate their mind so quickly and to be able to get them to cluck like a chicken or whatever, or forget their name, like literally forget their name. And you would watch, he would have these gestures, he would talk, touch certain parts of their body. There would be certain things that he would say at a certain time. And I had to watch it on repeat to see if I could get it. And then I watched a couple of things about NLP and I was like, wow, this is really fascinating. And you know all about it.
And a simple tap on the shoulder, you can anchor a thought in somebody. And there's amazing things. It's not hypnotism. It's not magic.
Help get rid of bad habits.
I'll tell you what, if you want to go to a friend of mine who is a NLP master level, like through the roof, his name is Rex Sykes.
Yes.
And you go to rexsykes.com and you can learn all about NLP, but more importantly, and he's got a great book about it and all that. But more importantly, he's got great, you have great access to motivational stuff with Rex that is incredible.
And he
doesn't like the word motivational, but I'm using it.
Well, so. And he's at the caliber of what we know as exceptional leadership presenters like Tony Robbins.
Yes.
And all the big players that are out there. And he's currently speaking. And you promised me you were going to try to get him to come on the show.
We will. We will do that. I was supposed to call him last weekend. I got tied up. I've been dealing with taking care of my health, and I've been finding out things that, you get older, you get things that just don't work. Things are just don't feel good. And I got to step up more with my physical health too. So I've been trying to adjust to that. But anyway, let's get back to the moms.
Yes.
Let's get back to the moms. Mother's Day started in 1914. It became an official U.S. holiday in 1914.
What?
Yes.
I would have thought it was much older than that.
It really wasn't. President Woodrow Wilson signed it into law that it was an official U.S. holiday. Now, Mother's Day may actually go back longer than that. There's been celebrations and days of celebration that go back thousands. I mean, a long, long time. But the actual U.S. holiday was just 1914. So,
hey, Scott, before I forget, should we share that? Please, if you want to jump in to this conversation, all you have to do is put it. Hello, good morning, Jessica. Happy Mother's Day. Just put a comment in put a comment in the.
Yes, if you're watching now, comment us and say, I would like to come on for a few moments. We can't bring you on for a whole show, but we can bring you on. And what would happen is I'd send you a private link right through the chat, and you could sign on.
Yeah.
And you can actually be on camera. Use your phone. It's the easiest way to do it. iPhone or what is those other ones? Android.
Oh, Androids. People like me. I know.
The phones that don't work.
Yeah. We're open source. We don't have proprietary stuff.
Yes, we're greedy. Sandy Mom says, so proud of the work you do, Scott. Thank you, Mom. Just comment, say, I want to come on, and you can give your own Mother's Day.
We want to hear from you. Anybody. That'd be great.
And of course, anything you comment on, we will read on the air anyway and answer you. There's over 100 countries that celebrate Mother's Day and recognize it, and different dates and stuff. Now, this I didn't know. Mother's Day is always on the second Sunday of May.
Didn't know that either.
That's what it says. Mother's Day is celebrated in the U.S. on the second Sunday of May every year.
Wow.
I actually thought, no, I didn't think it was.
Nellie wants to come on. Yay, Nellie. I'm trying to think of what I did for Mother's Day last year. Mom, do you remember what we did? I don't know. I'm sure we celebrated maybe with dinner or something like that. I try to post a lot of stuff about Mother's Day on my memories page from Facebook. Hi, Sandy. So proud of the work you do, Scott. That's so sweet. Thank you so much.
I'm actually,
and he is awesome.
Okay. No.
He's trying, Nellie. He's trying.
It's really easy. I did
maybe maybe you sent it in the private chat where it says private chat. I don't know.
Where does it say private chat?
Over on the side there.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe there.
Let me see.
Okay, he's gonna send out a link right now. And in the meantime, that was really cool that my nephew Timothy sent in a video. That was really sweet. He's doing really good. He is actually going to school for his master's degree at FSU while working full time for the state of Florida as an investigator. He's just awesome. I don't know how he does it. And I believe his home, which was destroyed in a rogue tornado on Mother's Day weekend last year. That's what it was. Oh my God, I just remembered.
What?
So Mother's Day weekend last year, my nephew Timothy, the one that sent in the video, he came down here for Mother's Day weekend. He came down a little early to celebrate with my sister and us. And while he was down here, his home was completely destroyed in a random rogue tornado at FSU.
Whoa.
And he's just now, I think, getting ready to move in. It had to be rebuilt. I was trying to think of what I did for Mother's Day last weekend. And that's what happened. It was such a somber Mother's Day because his whole home got destroyed.
Nellie, I sent one to you in your messenger.
Wow.
So you got it in your messenger. If you
He's
get a chance to sign on, that would be great. Let's get another video in here because we've got a bunch of other things to share. This one, speaking of Janelle.
Yes.
Hey, happy Mother's Day. Thank you for stepping up to be my stepmom. I really appreciate everything you did for us. For how many years you've known me? 14 years? Soon 15. I want to say thank you so much for literally everything. You were absolutely amazing. You've helped me through so much, through all the drama, like all the pain. Like thank you. Now go have a little spa day, like, you know, do a little bath bomb, do like a beautiful, like in a very nice mask, and enjoy your day. Again, happy Mother's Day.
No, you better do that.
Go do that. Go on a spa day after you're done with our show. Of course.
I am.
Of course. Are you really?
I'm going to go get my nails done after this.
Well, that's what I was going to do, but that would be embarrassing if we both did the same thing today. Actually, today I got to go home.
That was so sweet.
Put away stuff. But,
you're so lucky.
Yeah, that was so nice. I'm going to give you another one for Janelle as long as we're right here on it.
Yeah.
And this was sent from Nathaniel.
Aww.
And this is an audio clip, not a video, just an audio. So listen in.
Thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day. Hey, Mom, happy Mother's Day. I just wanted to express my thanks for you and everything that you've done for me and our family. From our very difficult times in the past to now, we've really grown together, and it's only been because of your strength, your grit, and determination to make this family and our lives better. So thank you so much, and happy Mother's Day. Hey, Mom.
That was so sweet.
It'll just keep going in a loop if I don't stop it. That is so
sweet.
nice. That is so nice. It got, you know what, Melody, I got to say, it really, it's nice that we can do this.
It is.
It's really nice that we can do this.
Because this is a gift, like a memory.
Yeah.
It's amazing that we get to do this, and then it's out there.
It's out there forever.
Forever.
If it goes on the internet, it's out there forever.
I mean, I can't think of a more beautiful way to celebrate the people that have made our lives better and gave us a safe haven and a sounding board and ways to better live our lives.
Yes.
I mean, we would not be here without our moms. Well, any of our moms.
Literally.
Well, yeah, literally. Yeah.
Janelle says, you don't see the link. I sent it to your messenger, not on the link, not on the chat, but it's in your messenger. I could not get the chat to do it.
You mean on Facebook? Are you mean on Facebook Messenger?
Facebook Messenger, yes. Also, she says, oh my God, I'm in tears.
Oh.
Janelle.
Yeah. That was really sweet of your son to do that.
Let's share one more video because we are already partway through the show, and I don't want to miss out on some of these. It's
time flies by with you.
Is going. Let's see. So we did Mel. This is for Sandy Mom. Another one. This is my younger brother.
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you know how much you mean to us and to me, and we really appreciate everything that you've done for us throughout your life. You always put us first, and I really appreciate it. And I hope you make the best of the day. I hope you have fun. Treat yourself well. I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to see you. Hopefully we'll be able to get together soon. Love you with all my heart. Be good.
That was so sweet.
Yeah. So
how cool.
So the one brother's in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually they both live in Virginia, just different parts of the state. So the two brothers you saw, my younger brother, my older brother.
Nice.
Couldn't reach my sister, unfortunately, but I'm sure she would have done a great message. But beyond that,
you got a comment, I think, in the chat. In the chat.
You. Yes, I'm in the wrong place here. Okay. We've got
Melody is the best mom besides my own mom. This is my baby sister. She has been the heart and center of our family. She is a genuine blessing, and thank you for being you, Mel. I love you. I love you, baby sister.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Yep, we raised 4 boys together. It was rough, but it was fun. She wouldn't take all 4 together, but I did. I was a crazy one. I love the energy. I take them everywhere.
So you had all boys.
Yes.
Your sister.
So yeah, she had 2 sons. I have 2 sons, and they were all very close in age. We literally.
But how do you're like, boys, I love the boys. But how do you know you wouldn't have loved a girl?
I can't stand myself. We're too much. And girls are catty.
Right.
I wish they weren't, but
seriously, moms who are listening, what's easier, boys or girls to raise?
Listen, girls always, they say girls always come home. I think it's the same for boys, because I see so many boys who have grown into men, and they still call their moms every day, and they still want to reach out to their mom every day and talk to their mom.
Girls always come home, which means they stay in touch. They come for dinner, they come for holidays. Boys always come home means they're 38 years old and living in your basement.
No,
that's what.
Wow. But no, I mean, I remember I was scared to death because I was hoping for a daughter first. Yeah. And then when I found I was pregnant, and then I had my son Maxwell Devon, my world, I didn't realize how in love I could be with somebody, like such a deep love. I was so in love with him. That's the only way I could still in love. And then when I had my second one right after it, Mason Spencer, the one that's a genius going off to get his PhD, I fell even more in love twice. I was like, this is unbelievable. This is like, I get to be their moms and like watch this human just grow and evolve, and watch him play and watch him learn and see him curious and just being a part of his life.
Yeah. Explaining how you feel about your kids, and that's not a love that you would feel until that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Although stepmoms, stepdads, foster parents, that love will develop as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different when they're first born, but that love still develops. Mm-hmm. And I think watching my daughter, my youngest born, was one of the grossest things I've ever been through.
It is gross.
But not once did I think this is gross.
Yeah.
Not once did I think, ew. I was convinced when my son was born before that, I was convinced I was going to pass out. This is going to be awful.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Yeah.
And from that moment, you realize I care about this kid more than I care about me.
Yes.
And it sounds like a weird thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying,
it's even more deeper than with a spouse.
Yeah.
It's deeper. You know what I mean? It's like such a different, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's the way I feel.
So anyway, Nellie, I couldn't get that to work, so I apologize.
Good morning, Juan.
I will figure that out. Let's look at a couple.
Good morning, Juan.
You want to read that one for us?
Good morning, Juan.
Yes.
Oh.
One comment.
Yeah. Good morning, Scott and guest. Nellie, I would just like to say happy Mother's Day to Tracy.
Oh, you're reading that one.
She really stepped up, and she gave me so much love. I would not be the woman I am without her. She is so amazing, and I love to Mom.
Wow. We have Juan that says, I will share my favorite quote. Mother is the word for God in the lips and hearts of all children. William Thackeray.
Wow.
I like that.
Wow.
Good morning, Scott and guest.
That was amazing.
This is my friend Juan.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell on you. He's a member of the Lauderhill Fire and Rescue.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been serving our communities for years. He is an amazing human being with a heart that's just solid gold and bravery and everything else that you need.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those people that when you see if you see a firefighter, a police officer, a vet, or an active military, take a moment, thank them for their service. Yeah. Every one of them. They all deserve everything from us. Juan, thank you very much, brother.
That was so beautiful, Juan. It was so eloquent. I love that.
Mother is a word for God.
I'm just going to keep repeating that.
Yes.
Deep, very deep.
It is very deep.
I love that.
Now, I got to say that over
I love The Crow too. One of my favorite movies.
$1.1 billion is spent on Mother's Day cards every year. 1.1
that blows
billion.
my mind that people are still spending money on paper.
I know.
Seriously. And I love paper. I mean, I'm a big advocate for like the handwritten thank you note. I love doing that for people because it really speaks the time and energy that it took to sit down still with pen and paper and to just show that you really appreciate and respect that person.
I know. And it's we have taken a lot of the emotion out of certain things by texting and, IDKs,
I'm
LOLs,
so bad with texting, Scott. If I ever offend you or I seem short or rude, I apologize ahead of time because I'm just like one of those people. I try to match the emojis. I try to match whatever somebody's texting me, but it just becomes draining sometimes. You don't want to put too much or too little.
No.
Not great about it.
And see, Juan says he first heard that quote in the movie The Crow.
I know it was one of my. I love that movie. That was one of my favorite movies. I love Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
What a tragic end.
How crazy was that?
Oh.
That was just bizarre.
Killed with a
prop gun.
Well, it was a real gun with blanks.
I mean,
but unfortunately, the blanks do discharge.
He was like slated to be a level like his dad was, Bruce Lee, but like in an epic Keanu Reeves kind of way. That's the way that they were setting him up to. They were setting him up to be. And I love that movie when it came out because I was one of those people that was really into like the goth scene at the time, like that whole thing.
Oh my God, you were goth?
No, I wasn't goth.
You just like
I like the whole
Okay, the genre,
a moment, Depeche Mode moment.
Juan said, "Thank you, Scott. I appreciate the shout out. So amazing. This is Sandy Mom. So amazing to see Dean and Chris.
That's so
sweet.
Thank
you, Scott.
Isn't it the best, Sandy?
The best gift ever.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome, Mom. That means I get to return the other shit that I bought, and I get to save some money. She's already happy.
I was trying to think. I was like, what could I give my mom? I'm like, this is like kind of cool. All I'm doing is like honoring and
we're honoring moms. You know what?
And my sister and my aunt and my cousins and Nellie, Trey.
There's so much.
Linda, couple Lindas.
I'll tell you this though. People spend approximately 4 times more money on Mother's Day than they do on Father's Day.
Do you think that's guilt?
What the hell?
Do you think there's any guilt involved in that?
I mean, I know my kids would go into the closet, grab a tie I usually wouldn't wear, bring it out to me and say Happy Father's
How do you
Day.
feel about Father's Day? I'm just curious how dads feel about that day. So,
you know what? It's a waste. Seriously, don't buy us gifts. Just give us time. Now I'm talking about dads who still have the kids at home. You want to really celebrate dad, let him go play golf, let him watch football, and don't disturb him for a day. Make him some ribs or something. Well, no, because he's the grill master. I'm sure he probably wants his own rib. Make him something that he likes and let him watch football, do the things he wants to do, go out and play golf. I mean, it's like family trips and sitting around and opening gifts is not what dads do. Dads, it's about time.
It is. It's almost like a day for solitude, I think, for you guys, where you just kind of, I don't know, just me time for you. And you guys don't even care what you really do as long as you just get left alone with some food.
Now, that is a true story. That is a true story. I remember my wife, when we get in fights, she would make me sleep on the sofa. And what she didn't understand was that was actually for me like camping. It was better because I got the big TV and I was closer to the fridge. I was happy on the sofa.
You're so funny.
She thought it was a punishment. Joke's on you. I'm going to give you a quick list because we're going to run out of time. I want to make sure I get a few things in here.
Okay.
The worst Mother's Day gifts. Okay.
Should I guess?
Good. What do you think one of the worst
Want to
ones
give
would
me
be?
a hint?
Give me anything you might think of.
Worst Mother's Day gift.
Well, I mean, just
something
in general.
used.
All right, we'll start with number one.
What?
Any type of weight loss product.
Yeah, unless she asks for it. Unless she tells you this is what I want.
Yes.
I want a meal prep service. I want.
Yes, I will. I
I
will
want
add
a
in
gym
gym
membership.
memberships to that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Meet Jenny Craig. All right. So that's the worst. It's not inspiring. It's insulting. It's insulting. Number two for the worst gifts, and these comes from mom. This is a survey of moms. Cleaning supplies.
I think I would like it. No kidding.
There's something wrong with her.
My mom and I would like
Listen, if mom needs a vacuum, buy her a vacuum, but not for Mother's Day. That's for
You know
Mother's
what? When
Day.
I'm mopping, I'm like I'm solving world peace.
Mom, I love nothing says I love you like two scrub daddies and Mr. Clean. Okay,
I'm getting the Nobel Peace Prize right now.
I love scrub
I get
daddies.
in my zone.
Okay.
Oh.
Number three, worst cookbooks.
No, I don't
No.
think that's.
What does a cookbook say? You're basically saying that her cooking could use some work. Mom, I love you, but
Who
there's something called
even-
salt.
Who
Use it.
even buys cookbooks anymore?
I-
Do they
I
even
do.
make that?
I do because
Never
I put them on a shelf and they look good. And then when I need a recipe, I Google
Just when I thought I knew you.
it. Okay, number four.
Yeah.
Unsolicited self-help books. Unless they ask for it,
I love that
don't
one.
do it. Don't do that for
I love that
anybody,
one.
especially moms. Here you go, Mom. A little something to work on your self-esteem before next year. You know why her self-esteem is low? Because you keep buying her cleaning supplies for and gym membership. Number five, leftover holiday chocolates. If you're getting a
I said
if you're
use.
getting a heart-shaped box for Mother's Day, it's because they couldn't sell it on Valentine's.
Whew.
Oh,
Thanks, Mom. She says, great show. Love the interlay. Gene Walter. Thanks, Dad.
Oh,
Whew.
thanks, guys. We
Woo.
appreciate you. And again, Angie, happy Mother's Day to gas station flowers. Or down
Look,
here, it's
okay.
the guys who stand on the corner selling
Scott,
flowers.
All right, I'm going to just stop you right now.
What?
I would be fine with that. And I'd also be fine with the gym membership. Because I'd be okay with that, those things. And the
All right.
flowers are thoughtful.
Okay.
Wherever
Hey,
you
guys,
got them.
Guys, your mom just gave you a 24-hour notice on what she wants.
No.
You-
I don't.
Okay. Two more. Homemade coupon books.
Hell?
Those things went out of style in the 80s. Who even does that
I
anymore?
can't even believe that's there.
It's like here's a free hug. Wait, you need a coupon to hug your mom? That's wrong. That's wrong. It's cute when you're 6. It's not so cute when you're 36.
No,
Just
no.
telling you.
No.
You know, especially if you did it with like Crayola crayons. I mean, come on. Finally,
Yes.
gift cards. Gift cards like shopping
I'm
cards
down for that.
to stores that you to stores that you like.
I'll take any gift cards. I'm not gonna be greedy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if it's for something like Apple, people who know me wouldn't give me a
yeah.
Apple
Yeah,
gift
exactly.
card.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to get, although in Amazon, I think gift cards are really impersonal. I don't think anybody who you're in a close relationship
Yeah.
with, you should do that.
Yeah.
Now with the kids at Christmas, I always give them like Amazon dollars or Amazon
Yeah.
card or something like that. But
I love my brother-in-law. He keeps trying to give me an iPhone to join the family. Even
What's
my
his name?
parents are
what's his name?
Lane.
What?
Lane.
Lane, keep it up. Between you and I, we're going to make her
I
an
said, I don't
Apple
want to give it back.
an Apple alumni between you and I.
Maybe I should just let him give me one and I'll just keep it on as like part of the family. I'll just keep it in addition. You know what I mean?
So what do moms really want?
Time.
from their kids, handmade gifts. They love
memories.
them.
Time.
They love handmade gifts.
Memories.
Don't just grab a stick and say, "Hey, a stick." Although moms are trained to say, "Oh, how lovely."
Hey.
But yeah, special experiences. Maybe not like skydiving, although some moms might, but just something different, a boat tour, things like that. Those kind of cool things. Handwritten letters or cards. Handwritten. Not the whole thing written by a computer and then you just say.
My dad's
Bob.
so good about that. He used to write us really great cards.
It takes less than 2 sentences to tell somebody how important they are. Just use those sentences. Use your words. We're going to start losing the ability if we don't.
I know.
And finally, a day off from responsibilities. Give them the day off. Like I talked about dads, moms want that too. Give them the day off. Make them a nice dinner. Clean. If you don't want to do it, send Melody. She loves cleaning. She solves the world problems with spick and span. Oh, goodness. Nellie says, yes. Apple.
I'm with
She's
Melody, droid for life. Thanks, Juan.
Juan is with you.
Juan, we're the majority anyway. There's 8 billion people on this planet. I guess to say it's about 80% of us versus 20% of you.
He says, droid for life. Juan, the other quote you shared, much better than droid for life. Let me tell you.
Oh, gosh.
Better. Love you, brother. Please get that woman an iPhone.
That's my nephew, I think.
I'm starting to think I'm on the wrong side of this because we're all being very aggressive. And I feel like we're phone bullying, and that's not good.
Hey, can I just give a shout out to Jack? I love you, Jack. I love you, Olivia. I love you, Emily. They're my nephew's 3 kids. I am affectionately called Grandmel instead of Grandma and Auntie.
Oh, that's
I'm Grandmel.
Cute.
Because I am kind of a grandma, but not really. I don't
Grandmel. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Why not?
It's better than some of the other ones, Mimi and Pee and Poopy and Poppy and all the other ones. I'm just not a fan.
Ane, Bubba.
Not a fan. My kids call my father grandfather.
Uh-huh.
My grandkids call me granddad.
Yeah.
And it's just
my dad goes by the Turkish moniker of Bubba or Büyük Baba.
What? Of what?
It's called Baba.
Bubba.
Like Turkish, yeah, Baba. Yeah, it's in Turkish, yeah.
Okay.
Büyük Baba, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. But people think it's like, but people think it's like that. Bubba, like, hey, Bubba, what's up?
You know what I buy him
It's
for
Baba.
Father's Day?
It's
Bubbalicious gum. Because then he get Bubba.
I wish my Turkish cousins were on here. Oh, different time zones. God, I think they're like 8 hours one way or the other.
Carnation is the official Mother's Day flower. Just want to let people know. Roses, Valentine's, Carnation, Mother's Day. Just saying.
I'm not a fan.
We've got other things to share, but we're almost out of time. So shall we go a little bit over today?
Yeah, we can go over.
All right, let's go a little bit over because I really want to share this.
This is important, Mom. Stick around. Somebody commented on the instant comment.
Let's see. We've got the reason we use Droid is because Adam and Eve used Apple and messed things up.
That's a good one.
Adam and Eve used Apple.
Oh my goodness.
That's funny. I like that. Okay, let me get it. You actually got this person to do a video. Dr. Sorensen.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you connected this.
So lately I've been very active on LinkedIn, and oh my gosh, Scott, I forgot to tell you, I've grown to over 1,000 followers. I've more than doubled in less than a week.
That's brilliant.
And so I connected with her, and she was putting some content out there, and she's like in the same space that just vibes with me, which is all about mindset, mental health, improving your life, same thing. And so I reached out to her and I said, would you be so kind to submit a video honoring women and Mother's Day? And so she got back right back to me and sent in a video.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that wonderful? And she's in Sweden. She's an author. She's in Sweden. I can't wait until you hear what she has to say.
This is a great message. It's about 1.5 minutes long, so please listen. This is Dr. Annika Sorensen from Sweden, and she's really discussing about celebrating women, mothers in particular, but she's discussing with celebrating women. And I think it's something that we all should probably listen to. So.
Hi, I'm Dr. Annika from Sweden, a stress strategist and calm creator and an MD. Now is the time to celebrate us women in the world. So here is a short cheering from me. We women are the heroes, the masters in keeping the good parts of the world moving forward. We are the ones helping the kids grow up to become good world citizens. I have 3 daughters myself, whom I have done my best to raise to become independent women, now moving on in the right direction in their different fields. We need to stick together globally and support each other at every step, ladies. That will give more girl power to the world, and the world needs it desperately right now. If you want to connect with me, go to my website, askdrannika.com. You have the text in somewhere in the pod, and find my freebie, De-Stress Starter Kit, my books, and a contact page so we can get together. Thank you, and happy Women's Day, and that should be every day of the year. Thank you.
Sad.
Happy Women's Day. That should be every day of the year.
I love what she said. Didn't she just beautifully articulate?
She did. She did.
And what's so cool, she's in Sweden and she's doing all these beautiful things over there and just really helping coach entrepreneurs, people trying to just basically find their purpose in life. It's amazing.
Yeah. It's to share that message with us and our people, which we appreciate greatly. But there's things that we've kind of left behind in this world, and kindness is one of them. And really thinking about the roles that we play in our lives. It's not like the women have one role, men have another role. We all switch roles and we do different things and stuff. But to celebrate, we jump at the chance to celebrate somebody who just made $1 million. We jump at the chance to celebrate somebody who just became president of a company. We jump at a chance to celebrate somebody who graduated college with a master's. We jump at those chances, but sometimes we forget there's moments throughout every day when somebody does simple kindnesses. A mom puts a Band-Aid on somebody on their child's knee, and or sings them to sleep, or just a family sits down to dinner. We should jump and celebrate that, because we're losing that.
Yes.
And I think if we spend more time thinking about everyday kindnesses and everyday things that people do that make our world a better place, maybe if we start celebrating that with the same verve that we have for somebody who's just won the Super Bowl. I'm not saying we got to stand outside mom's house and cheer every time she does something, but you follow what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that makes me think about like the best moments and memories that I've had with each of my parents. And that was moments and alone time with each of them when we weren't doing anything special. My mom, she was just she was an artist. She was wonderful at sewing. She would make our clothes from organically. I mean, we would go and look for fabric together, and it was just so cool. She would make our Halloween costumes. She was so creative. And what's so amazing about my mother is that she was learning English while she was still a kid. Okay. She was like 20 when she came here and had me. And then she had my sister 4 years later. So she's trying to like keep her head above water, learning and being in this whole new environment with my father in Washington, and just trying to, and then the hippie movement, I guess, was going on, and they were, he was right out of the military and working. And she just was really doing it alone as a kid. I mean, a young kid, and she did it, and she raised me and my father. The times that I was alone with him were the best too. Being in the car with him, going on, he would go look at properties on business trips. He was a banker, and he would include me on his business trips into New York City from Vermont. And the times that we just talked and connected, those are the memories that I have. I don't even remember what they bought me most Christmases, you know? And I did the same thing for my sons. I always told them, I said, you know, you're not going to have the latest iPhone. You're not going to have the latest game, whatever it is, because their dad was able and is able to provide those things, thank God. But I said, I'm going to give you life experiences. I'm going to give you travel. I'm going to give you things that you're always going to remember, like me picking them up from school, breaking them out of elementary school and taking them to an indoor skateboard ramp and having the whole place to ourselves. It's moments like that they're going to remember more than they're going to remember the iPhone.
I think my mom broke me out of prison once. It was just as exhilarating.
I had a feeling you were.
We were on the run for. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, we celebrate you. We celebrate all the parents out there, obviously. But today we're talking about moms and the single moms, the moms who are the support for military. Let's not forget that. We're always talking about our military people. There's a lot of moms that are behind. Now, there's some moms in the military and dads are left behind, but in a lot of cases, the moms are left behind to take care of the kids while the father serves our country. And we want to thank them because they're doing service not only to their families, but to our country as well by allowing this and being a part of this. There's so much we could talk about.
Yes.
I just need everyone to take a moment and think about the simple things. It's easy to do the big things. It's easy for the grandiose. It's easy for my mom threw me the best birthday parties and this and that. But just think about those quiet moments. When Atari first came out, the first Atari games, my mom, listen, she's watching, and I'm going to be completely honest here. She sucked at these games. She was terrible.
Pong.
And the problem is once she hit it once with the boop, 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 boop,
yeah.
One or two hits, and then she would start giggling, and then she would start laughing, and then everyone in the room would start laughing, and it was every freaking time, and it was more fun than the game itself.
Yeah,
it was more fun than that. And we had the special one. We had the color version, which was actually came with a green piece of cellophane you taped over the screen, so instead of white and black, it was green and black.
Okay,
but those moments. I'll always remember those moments, that laughing and that stuff. That's what's important, people. We've got a video to show.
Okay.
And you know, it's a few minutes long, but this is give me a little idea what we're about to watch.
So I just basically put together a bunch of pictures, not in chronological order. I apologize. I was trying to I'm working on so many different projects.
Little OCD just kicked in. That's okay.
Just a homage to my mom, my kid, my sister, my aunt, everybody. Just my family.
So we're gonna
being a mom.
And there's no audio to go with it.
But I'll chime in here and there.
Mel will kind of talk us through it and give us the cast of characters. So as a celebration of Mother's Day, we'll send this out to you, Angie.
Love you, Mom. So this was one Mother's Day. We did this at an art studio. We planned this whole thing for her, and we brought her there. She had no idea we were going to be painting canvases together.
What a great Mother's Day idea.
And I had the boys all bring her flowers. And this is another Mother's Day that we celebrated at my home when I lived in Cooper City. Outside of a restaurant with all four boys.
I assume the tall guy was
That's
your dad.
The one that did the audio. That's Timothy, my nephew.
Oh.
Here we are with all four boys. Can you see the theme? We've raised them all together. That I took them to an indoor wall climbing park.
That's awesome.
Oh, another picture of me and Timothy. My nephew.
This is really kind of what your family
Sorry
is
about
all
this,
about.
People. Okay, that's my sister.
That was a snowstorm.
That's my sister. The unsung heroes, where they honored her at the courthouse. That's her husband Lane, my brother-in-law, and that's my nephew Timothy, the one that made that. And that's me and my sister, my son Max, my baby Max, and Timothy. And there's my baby Max and I. That's when I broke him out of school and took him to Pear Island. Jungle Island. And that's at the courthouse. That was recent. This is Max and Timothy. Max is my son. Oh, that's Jack.
And he is your
He is my grandnephew. There's the fam. at my house, my mom and dad's house. This was a great trip. This was in Italy. We left Christmas Day and stayed right down the street from the Pope. It was great. That's Timothy and me, my nephew. Love you, Tim. That's my son Mason, the one that's getting ready to get his PhD, and that's Jack.
Congratulations. Oh, they can't see
Love
me.
you.
I did notice something though, that you're shorter than everyone except for the little kids. You and your mom, actually.
Oh goodness, I put okay. This is when we were in. Yeah, this is Italy in front of our Airbnb. Can you see the "You are my sunshine"? He is my sunshine. And these are just some photos of me and Jack, my parents. Different moments. Always outside. My parents as kids.
Wow.
My sons. Apologize for the photos being chopped off a little bit.
Yeah, that was just
there's my dad.
Oh, there's
the heart of it,
and
and
then
then
boys.
Lane. Oh, this is at the Linkin Park concert. This is right before we got pulled up on stage at 30 Seconds to Mars. This is at the Hard Rock in Orlando. That was at the Panthers game. We always sat really close to the ice. My dad had season tickets. This was in Rome.
You still a hockey fan?
Yeah.
Cool.
Panthers fan. This is my nephew Gabe, Jack, Timothy, my dad. This was holiday celebration. There's Max and I at the Coliseum. That was just an unbelievable trip. We were supposed to go to Turkey, but we had to change our plans at the last minute, unfortunately. But it was a great trip. That was my first time to Rome, and Pompeii, which was incredible. That was at my house and my mom. And I believe this was all at right around, it looks like the holidays, so it's Christmas time. We did so many gatherings at my house. My house was the entertainment house.
I love the families that always gather.
And I took my kids they love Nickelodeon, so I went there. Just an outing with the boys.
So you guys gather. I mean, this was
always
always
every single. Yeah,
and this is something your parents
never missed a holiday. Never. There's Jack when he was a baby, my love. My heart just exploded when he was born. That's another achievement of my PhD candidate, Mason. There's my nephew, Gabe, right after his little son was born. There's my beautiful sister. There's my nephew, the one that sent in the video. I love you, Tim. That's me and him. He's awesome. Uncle Tim is the best. Wow. That's my mama with those boys. She took care of all of them. All of them. So did my sister and I. And that's baby Jack. And this is when my sister got honored for an unsung hero with Susan Nyamura from the South Florida Wellness Network.
Oh, I love Susan.
Yeah, she's super. Yeah. It's been such a wonderful, I don't even know how to describe being a mom and just my journey as a mother. You know how some parents, you hear them like, I can't wait till my kid moves out. I wasn't that parent.
Right.
It was hard. It was rough. I was grieving before they left. So when they left, it was even more rough because it went from just, there was action and then it was total silence. So there's baby Max when he was first born. God.
But you learn to start to fulfill yourself in those times.
I had to,
time.
Scott.
Time.
It's so difficult because that's before the military ball. My son was in ROTC. Oh, there's Mason, baby Jack when he was first born. Look at his face. Mwah! I love you. And like I said before, you think you hit rock bottom and then you find a basement. And I don't make that lightly. I mean, I say that really wholeheartedly. And I really needed to find what lit me up in life again, because my days of, that's us. We were in Washington, D.C. My days of being a young mom was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I do, there's us at the Linkin Park concert.
It's a shift that everyone goes through. Where it's like now it's almost like there's an alarm that goes off, says it's your
that's
time.
At the Sky.
Oh, I love the Sky. If you haven't been there, what a great place.
Oh, and I did this for my dad. I painted them. I did this for my dad. I knew they were going to hate me in the future, but oh well.
That's that when you pull out when the girlfriends come over.
God, this one they had long hair. Getting ready to go to FSU. The cousins, they're exactly the same age, 23.
Wow.
Yep, that was a Mother's Day celebration. Yep, and that's the first person I fully fell in love with. I mean, that was like when he was born.
Wow.
And they just they just given me so much fulfillment, and all four of them just, because here's the deal. Like, when you raise a human being, you can't take that lightly.
No.
And I am perfectly imperfect, and I am done things right. I've made a ton of mistakes, and moms, people out there, we all do. So don't beat yourself up inside. But I did the best with what I could at the time. And it wasn't always the best choices that I made, but I did the best that I could. But what I never gave up on was trying to give my kids the feeling of the childhood that I had. Not the same childhood.
Right.
The feeling and sense of the gratitude for the childhood that I had, because I had a beautiful one. And I wanted to do that in any way, shape, or form that I could, regardless or not if I had their dad in their life.
What a great thought, because I just want to say, Nellie says, yes, it's so hard when they move out.
Yeah.
She's sharing your sentiment.
Sad.
We want to give them some of the things we had in our childhood, but there's some things, the action or the moment you cannot repeat. And people try too hard to repeat the moment instead of give them a similar experience where they can get the feeling. They're never going to know what it's like to run down the hallway to grab the corded phone, everybody's sitting around a 29-inch TV.
Yeah.
And
fighting over the remote.
Watching Saturday morning cartoons while mom makes pancakes or waffles. And there's just moments, you're not going to repeat that because it just doesn't happen. But we can do those things more in a modern world, in a modern way. So
now I wish I would have included like a ton of pictures from my travels, because my parents, thank God for them, they really impressed culture, art, music, and life into us. And we had they gave us so many great experiences. Travel was the best one that they possibly could have given us. We got to go to visit Turkey, visit half of my mom's whole family, side of the family's there. My aunt, my cousins are there, and I've traveled so much, and I'm really grateful to them because it really did open up my eyes to a different world. And I have so much more appreciation for all people and all different cultures. And the way that moms operate within those cultures is so different from here. I mean, just so different.
Yeah.
So different. My mom's comes from, even though she's been here since she's 20, still it's ingrained in her, the Turkishness, The
Turkishness.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. They're very headstrong, but in the best ways. So
that's awesome. You know what? I think we've gone over a bit on our show today.
Wow.
But it was worth doing. It was worth doing because moms are worth it.
Yeah.
Any chance I get to spend more time with Melodie too, I will extend that any day of the week. But I just want to once again, all the moms out there, my sister-in-laws, Sana and wow, I just forgot.
What?
My brother Dean's wife just left my head.
Oh, that's okay. She's back in your mind, but she's in your mind now.
Yeah, she is in my mind. I want to thank my sister-in-laws for being great moms. I want to thank my mom, my stepmom, Karen, all the people in my life.
Yes. If it hadn't been for Karen, we wouldn't be doing this right now. So thank you, Karen.
I'm going to thank the moms out there that I don't know that give me amazing moments, moments in restaurants, moments in a grocery store, moments where I get to watch interactions that I carry those with me. I also see interactions that aren't too flattering where people are screaming at each other and there's violence. But if you pay attention, the good ones are there too, where I see the mom and the kids and they're laughing together or they're doing something together, or it's just so cute. or they even move alike. Like I saw a mother and daughter. It was a while back, but I remember this.
Yeah.
And they were both standing in line, and the daughter was probably like 6 years old, standing next to her mother. But they were both dressed in a similar fashion, not alike, but they were both standing almost the exact same way. It was so cool.
That is
and
awesome.
I was just watching it. I'm like, that's a connection. That is
just
so
shows
cool.
you how much that little human being just watches everything you do.
And it's important.
Not say. They watch what you do. Right?
I ask everyone out there, parent with intention.
Yeah.
Don't phone it in. Don't phone it in. Let me see. Juan says Karen's a rock star.
Yeah.
Angie says thank you for the beautiful show.
Love you, Mom.
And thank all of you for watching.
Yes.
Melodie, if you had to tell the moms out there something from your heart, what would it be today?
Oh my goodness, you are a gift, and you are loved, and you are seen. And if anybody hasn't told you yet today, I love you. You're a treasure. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes, absolutely. Happy Mother's Day from me as well. I want to thank everybody for joining us. And I would also like to certainly echo the sentiment that Melodie just gave, which was beautiful. I'm not going to try to even top that, but to say that you are noticed. What you do matters. Every moment that you spend with your child matters, and it has made an impact. And sometimes those impacts get clouded in hard times. Sometimes those impacts get clouded because of issues or problems. Even mental health, addictions, and other things can creep in. Bad mistakes. But I promise you, coming from somebody who's been there, the stuff that you got, the good stuff, it's all still in there. And when the time is right, it will come out and it will save somebody. And it saved me. My mom's love saved me, and your love will save somebody else as well. Don't give for the reward. Give because it's the right thing to do. What do you think?
I say, always remember to be kind to your mind and others, friends.
There we go. Every day, remember, do 2 nice things for yourself, 1 nice thing for somebody else. You'll never have a bad day. I want to thank you for joining us right here at Live Louder Podcast. Please check us out at livelouder.com or livelouderpodcast.com, which is our website. And all of our shows are there. And pretty soon, there's going to be some serious swag coming your way too. So be ready for that.
Looking forward to it.
I'm Scott.
I'm Melodie.
We're thanking you for joining us. We'll catch you next time right here on Live Louder Podcast.